Hey guys, it's Future Shraydee from the editing room. Just wanted to say once again, thank you so much for 500 subscribers. It really means a lot to me, and there are still 71.5% of you guys unsubscribed, so if you are watching these videos and you do enjoy them, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's a very, very big help to the channel, and I really do appreciate it. So today, we're going to do another YouTuber Spotlight. I know I haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm very sorry about that, but I do have a new list here, so I'm going to try to get around to all these people on my new list. So today, we're going to go ahead and shout out Oxford U. Oxford U is a very strong trainer. He made it to rank 10 in Season 3, and he does real cool videos like the ones I do where he features spicy Pokemon in the Go Battle League. So if you guys are into that, go check him out. I hope you do, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. We're going to build up to 2, and then we're going to just throw them back to back. And I'm assuming the exact same thing is going to happen. We land the first one, go for the second one, get a shield, and they switch out, being like, oh crap, this is actually a bad lead. So they do shield, and they do switch out into a Shiftry, who is going to be taking double super effective damage from the Infestations and super effective damage from the cross poisons. So very big mistake on the opponent's end there. And don't worry guys, I've done this crap so many times where I switch in the wrong Pokemon, not knowing what the Pokemon's fast moves or charge moves are. And so we're going to be able to get to another cross poison here. We got both shields. And this is definitely going to KO, and then I expect a rage quit after this one for sure. Yeah. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shraydee and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a set that I did in early ranks, I guess you want to say. I don't do too many sets a day because if I tend to do too many I start losing a little bit and then I get a little tilted, you know how it goes. So I've been doing maybe 1, 2, sometimes 3 sets a day since the season started. But I'm telling you guys, I mentioned this in a past Sylph video, but we are sleeping on a Pokemon. There's a Pokemon that nobody has ever used. I mean, that's not true, but I've never seen one. Have you ever seen one? Have you ever seen one of these guys in Go Battle League? Yeah, I didn't think so. Or if you have, let me know in the comments and tell me how stupid I am. I would appreciate that. So, Ariados is a poison and a bug type. So not the most useful of Pokemon, you would think. But since it's got Infestation. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember in Season 3 when Hex got a buff and Drifblim rose up and everybody's like, oh, check out how good Drifblim is, blah, 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 blah. And Hex, Alolan Marowak also did pretty well. But did anybody remember Infestation getting a buff as well? Because it did. It got a buff. It got a buff to energy generation. So this thing spams out charge moves left and right. And then it is pretty squishy, but it's... Just wait. This is a good set, okay? So we're gonna lead Ariados as it's an Ariados feature, so we want to showcase as much of this Pokemon as we possibly can. So it's gonna be running Infestation, Megahorn, and Cross Poison. Megahorn is a Shadow Ball clone, so it does a whole lot of damage if you can land it, but it doesn't take that long to get to with Infestation. So, and I put like a BBML with it to kind of like hold it together because I didn't think it was gonna do well, but it didn't need Azumarill and Galarian Stunfisk, I'll just tell you that. So I am going to be running Azumarill in the back with Bubble, Hydro Pump, and Play Rough. Play Rough is going to be for those opposing Azumarills, as my other 2 Pokemon don't do too well against Azumarill. And then I've got Galarian Stunfisk as my safe switch with Mudshot, Earthquake, and Rock Slide. Again, wasn't really necessary, but well, let's take a look and you guys can see for yourselves. Now, I did use a premium pass on this track, which I normally don't do, but I had high hopes for this Pokemon. So this is the first time I had ever used Ariados in any fashion, not in Sylph tournaments or anything. I just had one. It's not got great stats, but it only costs 10k for the second move. Alright, so we pick up a good lead here as a poison type. We're going to be resisting the charms, and these cross poisons are going to be super effective. You see how fast this is generating energy, so we're going to throw back-to-back cross poisons here, and now they're going to realize at this point, they're going to be like, oh crap, this is not a good lead. I got to switch out. So they're going to shield this and switch out. And they go into Stunfisk, which is a good response, because as a poison type, it's going to be taking super effective damage from the Mud Bombs. And then I'm going to switch into my Azumarill, as I'm going to be doing super effective damage with the Bubbles because of that ground typing. I do not have Ice Beam, that would also be super effective, but I'm just going to go for Hydro Pump here. We can survive a couple of discharges here. They go for Mud Bomb first for some reason, and then we're going to go for Hydro Pump here because they've already used one shield, and I haven't used a single one, so I don't expect them to shield this. They do let it go, and that's going to take them out, and they're going to come in with a regular Victory Bell, which is fine, because now we're going to come back in with Ariados. Ariados is going to be able to do neutral damage with these cross poisons, and I believe the Mega Horn would be super effective, but I thought it was squishier. But yeah, as you can see, the Infestations are actually chunking away at it a little bit. I think maybe Infestation is neutral damage. Somebody tell me in the comments. Victory Bell takes neutral damage from Infestation or bug type moves in general. So we're just going for these cross poisons here. I do expect a shield, and we do get a shield. And can we get to another one? We are double resisting the Razor Leaps, by the way, so that is very nice. We are able to get to this last second cross poison with 1 HP, and then we're going to switch immediately into our Galarian Stunfisk, and this is clear-cut win right here. There's nothing this Clefable can do to Galarian Stunfisk that is going to do anything but resisted damage, so we're just going to let it fly. Doesn't really matter. Could have probably gone for the Rock Slide, but just to be safe, we're going to go for the Earthquake. We're not worried about anything. We still have a shield, and we still have enough health on our Galarian Stunfisk. So we're going to easily take a win there in game number 1. As you can see, Ariados, this is why I love running Pokemon like this, because people don't know what to do. They're like, what moves does this thing even have, you know? And I've been in that situation many times where I go up against a Pokemon that I'm not familiar with, and as you'll see in one of these battles, somebody makes a very, very bad mistake. So okay, let's keep going. And now this, you would think it's a bad lead here, but we should have thrown the cross poison immediately, because we know this is going to be a lunge, and it's like an Icy Wind clone, so it's going to be debuffing us. We are resisting it, but we should have thrown the cross poison before they got the lunge off. Let's see how much damage this cross poison does. It's going to be neutral damage here, and then it does quite a bit actually. And then we're going for another cross poison, over farming a little bit, and then we should be able to shield and go for another cross poison here. And then I think probably because we're going to be double debuffed, the opponent thought, okay, maybe I'll survive this cross poison. So he's going to, a little spoiler alert, he's not going to shield it, and it is going to take out the Galvantula. So in the 1 shield, even if you throw the cross poison after the first lunge, you still win. So Azumarill comes in, and then we're going to come in with our own Azumarill, and we are 1 bubble behind. And now let's see if this Azumarill is running Play Rough. We're going to build up to the Hydro Pump. We do get an extra bubble in here, and I was getting a bunch of lag in a lot of these matches here. Right when I was trying to hit the charge move, trying to hit it at the appropriate time so they don't get an extra bubble in, and the lag always hits at the worst possible time, doesn't it? So we're going for Play Roughs here, and they got an extra bubble in, and let's see if we can... Again, more lag and the bubble comes through. Okay, that's really frustrating. But it's a good thing that this Azumarill is running Hydro Pump, so this is going to be an easy win for us here, even if they are ahead on energy. It takes 1 extra bubble to get to Hydro Pump, and it's resisted. So, it does about the same damage. Play Rough does a little bit more, I'm pretty sure. And then we're over farming here, and we know this is just an Ice Beam because we were counting their bubbles. 5 bubbles to get to an Ice Beam, 7 to get to a Hydro Pump. So we knew we could survive that because it is resisted. We're going to go for this Play Rough, and then if they don't shield it, we're going to try to switch out instantly so we don't get farmed down by whatever comes in. It's going to be an Umbreon, and Stunfisk has a pretty good matchup against Umbreon here, but as you'll see, this is going to be a pretty close match because if the Umbreon correctly shields an Earthquake, then it's going to be pretty good. So the smart thing to do here, which is what he does, is shield the first charge move, because most people don't bait on the first one for, you know, a tanky Pokemon like Umbreon. So very smart that he was able to shield the Earthquake there. And I'm not going to shield quite yet. We can tank quite a few of these foul plays, but now they are shieldless, and we should be able to get to this Earthquake now. And then we're going to try to catch a foul play on our Azumarill, but we do fail because we lost count of their Snarls here. So we're going to shield this one, and then we're going to try to switch and catch the foul play on our Azumarill, but we had lost count, and they were able to get it before we were able to switch, but this is not going to KO. So we're going to go for this Earthquake, and then this should do quite a bit of damage here, and then we're going to switch into our Azumarill. As Fairy type, Azumarill is going to resist the Dark type moves, so we should be able to resist these Snarls for long enough in order to bubble down. So a very good win there in the second game. And Ariados pulling its weight for sure. Yeah, I was very surprised at how well Ariados performed in the open Great League meta, because it's, as you know, it's very open. You can see almost anything. So maybe we just got lucky. So we pull a bad lead here because the Mud Bombs are going to be super effective because of our poison typing. So what we're going to do is try to catch a Mud Bomb on our Azumarill. Azumarill is basically our only response to this Toxicroak, so we're really hoping that they stay in here because Toxicroak is going to do very well against our other 2 Pokemon. And if Toxicroak can land a Sludge Bomb in this matchup, then it's going to be they're going to win. So we're counting their counters here, and I believe they had 7 counters here, so this should be a Sludge Bomb unless they're baiting. They are not baiting, so we do correctly shield the Sludge Bomb, so it's pretty good for us. We're just going to go for Play Roughs here. No need to go for the Hydro Pump. Toxicroak is very squishy. As you can see, these bubbles are doing a lot of damage. And then again, we counted, and this is another Sludge Bomb, or unless they're baiting, which baiting would probably be a good move in the Toxicroak's shoes, but he's going to go straight Sludge Bomb, thinking maybe that I wasn't going to double shield. And then we're going to get this Play Rough off, and if he shields this, I think we're going to be able to bubble down before he gets to another Sludge Bomb. Could get to a Mud Bomb, though. And I think a Mud Bomb would have even been enough at that stage, so probably should have just gone for the Mud Bomb there. They come in with Umbreon, which is, again, we're going to be resisting the Dark type moves, and he knows we have Play Rough, so I'm not sure why he came in with Umbreon. Maybe he's got something else weak in the back here. And then we're going to be able to get to another Play Rough here, because this is not a last resort. This is a foul play, and it will not KO. So this Play Rough is going to do quite a bit of damage. I think it even takes out the Umbreon. So coming in with Umbreon, not the smartest move, but you know, you don't always make the best. Okay, so Skarmory was in the back. Skarmory is a better... I switched into Ariados. I meant to go into Galarian Stunfisk. Okay, so even with the mistake that I made here, we're gonna switch. We go for a Cross Poison instead of a Mega Horn. Even though they're both resisted, Mega Horn would do way more damage. So, but they see the Galarian Stunfisk and they decide to give up because there's nothing they can do. But yeah, so Skarmory actually has a way better matchup against Azumarill than Umbreon does. They're both pretty close as long as the Umbreon's gonna go for last resorts, but if the Azumarill has Play Rough, then it's a terrible matchup for Umbreon because it's going to do super effective damage. Okay, so we pull up another good lead here, and again, I don't think people are expecting how quickly these Cross Poisons come out. So again, we're going to build up to 2, and then we're going to just throw them back to back. And I'm assuming the exact same thing is going to happen. We land the first one, go for the second one, get a shield, and they switch out, being like, oh crap, this is actually a bad lead. So they do shield, and they do switch out into a Shiftry, who is going to be taking double super effective damage from the Infestations and super effective damage from the Cross Poisons. So very big mistake on the opponent's end there. And don't worry, guys, I've done this crap so many times where I switch in the wrong Pokemon, not knowing what the Pokemon's fast moves or charge moves are. And so we're going to be able to get to another Cross Poison here. We got both shields, and this is definitely going to KO. And then I expect a Rage Quit after this one for sure. Yeah, so I'm very sorry about that to whoever the trainer is that I went up against in that battle. I've been there, man. It's okay. Ariados is not your typical Pokemon, so you don't really know what to expect. But yeah, as a Dark and a Grass type, Shiftry is going to take double super effective damage from Bug type moves and regular super effective damage from Poison type moves. So definitely don't switch your Shiftries into an Ariados. Alright, so we finally pull a bad lead here, and we're going to switch into our Galarian Stunfisk, who is going to lose, by the way, to Mawile, but we don't want to switch into our hard counter. Azumarill is our hard counter. We're going to take super effective damage from these Fire Fangs, as well as the power-up punches, and we're going to build up to the Earthquake and bait here. Mawile is very squishy, so I do expect a shield, and then we're going to have to shield here, because I believe, yeah, it's a CMP tie, so unfortunately we have to shield in order to get off this Earthquake, but if we do land this, then we win, and if not, we get both shields. So either way, it's not too bad of an exchange here. So Galarian Stunfisk is definitely a better response than Ariados. So we're going to go into our Azumarill now, waiting up the clock a little bit so our switch timer will come up, and we're going to go into our Azumarill and probably just bubble down, I would imagine. And this is just another power-up punch here. Most Mawiles do run with Iron Head, I would believe. I think they also have Play Rough or Dazzling Gleam. And they switch into their Blossom, which maybe they forgot that I had an Ariados, or maybe they don't know Ariados' moveset, and we're getting so much lag. Oh my god, how many fast moves did they get in while I was lagging? That's rough. Okay, we're going to let this go. It is double resisted here. And then we're going to build up a whole bunch. And then they don't have any shields, so we're going to go for the Mega Horn here. Both of these moves are going to be doing super effective damage because of the grass typing on Blossom there. And this is going to take it out. And then their Mawile is going to come in to farm. And we try to get to the Mega Horn, but unfortunately, I don't even think Mega Horn is the right. They're both double resisted, so it doesn't really matter. And then we're going to come in with our Azumarill and just bubble down. We have to risk this because we need a shield. And it is just a power punch, which is resisted because of our fairy typing. We are at 100 energy right now, and what's in the back? This is gonna make or break the okay, it's a Bastiodon. We got this, don't worry. I wasn't worried. Were you worried? I wasn't worried. So we're gonna throw this Hydro Pump. There are no shields left on their side, so we're gonna definitely be able to take this one, and even if they got to a Stone Edge, we still had a shield left, so I definitely needed to call that bait against Mawile. I mean, I guess I didn't need to, because it looks like I got the 2 Hydro Pumps anyway, but yeah, we got kind of lucky with that one when it comes to team composition, so it makes sense why they came in with the Mawile against our Azumarill. They wanted to do as much damage as possible. So that's going to be all 5 battles there. And thank God I used a premium track because I really need those charge TMs. So we're 19 and 6 in the season. So not doing too bad. Like I said, I'm not doing too many sets a day just because I want to be able to bring you guys some good content with some Pokemon that you've never seen in Go Battle League before. I want to make some spicy stuff work really well for you. So if you have any suggestions on what Pokemon that you would like to see in Open Go Battle League, let me know, and I'll let you know if I can even afford it, or if I even have the Pokemon. So I appreciate everybody stopping by, and I hope you guys take it easy.